Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I was just walking and I just got my steps. There's a watch here. Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome to Average Avengers, season now.
It's great.
It's up to you if you want to use it, man.
Glad to see you're getting your steps in there, Dave. Yes, this week is week 3 of Average Avengers, and we are doing a walking challenge, but not this episode. We're going to touch on that next episode this week. This time, I have prepared a little bit of a cooking video where I show I like lunch meat, and turns out that's great on salads as well as sandwiches. So if you want to try and be a little lighter on the calories. So I decided to try making my own lunch meat, and full disclosure, I did that week 1, and it is now gone because it was good. It went into every lunch for like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna show you guys how I made that, and why don't we take a look at that to start. Okay, so I started out with 2 turkey breasts, and I filled up a container with some water to start making a brine. Brine involves a lot of salt, so I put about a cup of salt in there, along with about half a cup of brown sugar, and gave that a mix just to get that all dissolved in the water. Then I put in some aromatics, some black peppercorns, some thyme, and you should, if you had it fresh is always better, but I didn't have it, and this seemed to work all right. I put some sage in there, or some basil leaf as well, and then I dipped in the 2 turkey breasts. After 24 hours in the brine, this is what it looks like. You want to take that out and pat it dry with paper towel, because you don't want wet turkey breasts like I have here. I did pat it dry, but I just forgot to record that. I also forgot to record the seasoning, but I put some Cajun seasoning on there, and once it came out of the oven, this is what it looked like. Nice and juicy, and I let that rest and cool on a wire rack before slicing it up as thin as I could without a meat slicer. But that's okay. This is going on salads and stuff for me, so it doesn't have to be sandwich thin for me to be happy. And yeah, I enjoyed it on many a good salad after that. It's quite delicious. So yeah, the brine on that thing, it was the kicker. I've never brined anything before, and it turns out that made it really nice.
You know what the old sailor saying is, there's always time to brine. That's what they say.
That sounds like something sailors would say.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the validity of that is, but that was
I mean,
very
No,
interesting thing,
there's
right?
always time.
Next time I want to try pickling something. Like I love like spicy pickled beans.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll try making that next time for whatever next.
I'll look forward to it.
yeah, I'll break quarantine for that.
But we haven't just been cooking. We've also been trying to work out. So why don't we take a look? I know a couple people did some unique exercises to help their training this week.
I decided to take something functional like stairs and make it miserable by doing it outside and going up and down over and over. There's no shortage of gigantic staircases in Sudbury, so.
Ha, Meagan, stairs are always miserable.
So this week I had this game plan that I was going to run up and down these stairs a bunch of times, strengthen my legs, and then I would have that much more stability when it came to the squats. So we did it quite a few times. It was raining, so I was more worried about slipping and falling and like breaking my leg on the stairs, because that definitely wouldn't have helped the egg challenge. But overall, I think that it did help. In terms of like leg strengthening, but also with cardio. I feel like going up and down the stairs and like that, it's an immediate cardio workout, and I think that helped me with my stamina when it came to the squats, debatably more so than like the leg strengthening. So definitely worth it. Would do again.
And I recently got myself some resistance bands, as I keep talking about actually owning some, and so now I have no excuses to not use them. So let's see how that went.
So one of the ways that I have added to my fitness routine at home is by getting myself some resistance bands, and I wanted to show you all some exercises that you can do with those. So to start off, I'm going to try something that I saw on TikTok. So I'm trying to show you that I'm using the medium resistance band, and what I saw on TikTok was a way to kind of support yourself in doing some push-ups a little bit easier. So you take your resistance band, you put it on your arms, on both arms, just above the elbow, and it acts as, basically a support as you do your push-ups, and it helps bring your arms back in, so it's a little bit easier to get back up, but it also gives you a little bit of tension and a little bit of pushback when you try and go down. So works pretty well, but as you can see, it can tend to roll up on you, so definitely be careful with that one. For my next exercise, this is something that I learned from a local gym space here in town. And so I'm using the light band for this one just because I'm not 100% sure where my leg strength is at. But this is a great leg workout that I learned from Michelle over at Round 2 Fitness. So put on your resistance band and just have it just above your knees. You do a light squat with your feet in line with your shoulders, but you don't have to go super deep down. And then just take little baby steps one way or the other. As you go back and forth, you're actually not just working all of those muscles that you normally would for a squat, but you're also working your inner and outer thigh as you take those steps. So it really can add to getting some definition in your legs and getting a really good workout there. Finally, one last one that I have. So again, I'm using the light band as I'm going to try and show you in the camera, even though it's a little overexposed. But so this one was one that I found on Pinterest, and it's a way to kind of get a arm and back workout all in one. And I'm going to show you two ways of doing that. So you hook your resistance band under your feet, you keep your legs a little bit bent, and then use it basically as kind of like a rowing machine, and keep your back nice and straight. Give a good tug on your resistance band, really squeezing those shoulder blades, and you can get a really great tricep and back workout. Now, if you straighten your legs and keep your back nice and straight, this is where you can basically give yourself a cardio machine without having to buy a cardio machine. And this is where it's very similar to a rowing machine. You don't necessarily get the same leg workout as you would with a rowing machine, but this is also a much more cost-effective and much more space-saving way to have a bit of a cardio workout at home.
Those exercises made me tired just watching them.
You know, it would be great after tough exercises like that is some turkey.
Yeah.
Lunch meat. So
I was gonna
next
say a
time
pizza, but you know. All right. Well, I think I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone's week went next episode, and the walking challenge.
My legs still hurt.